back like you're watching TV, nice and tall sitting, shoulders stacked on top of the hips, and you can just let your hands rest in your lap. All right? So we're going to take a nice calming couple breaths first. I invite you to bring your eyes to a close. You don't have to. But finding that nice tall spine, start to inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Take up space, feel your shoulders expand. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Continue these rounds of breath, and I'd like you to try and set an intention for today's session. How would you like to feel? What would you like to accomplish? Or maybe what would you like to release? And if you have something you know you want to let go of, maybe it's a thought, a feeling, put it in a nice big bubble in the belly, and on your exhale, let it float out of the mouth, let it go. Exhale, send the chin down to the chest. Let the head hang heavy. You probably feel a stretch in the back of the neck already. Allow the shoulders to release down away from the ears. Inhale and exhale here. Maybe you can find a closer spot for the chin to the chest. Inhale, roll the right ear to the right shoulder. Option to flutter the eyes open as well. You don't have to keep your eyes closed. One full breath here. Exhale. Inhale, roll the back of the head towards the spine. Opening the throat up in front. Inhale and exhale here. Left ear to left shoulder. Notice the stretch that you feel in the neck. And one more exhale, chin back down to chest. Rolling the opposite way. Roll the left ear to the left shoulder, so the way you just came from. Roll the back of the head towards the spine. Roll the right ear to the right shoulder. And chin back down to chest. We're going to speed that up. Just make circles. Some smooth, slow circles, one direction for now. You may notice you feel a tension, a little click, a crack, a pop, something, and that's cool. We all have them. Change directions, roll the opposite way. Right, you may notice you feel like there's more tension in one spot. Roll through that a little slower, right? Take your time, that's fine. Complete that last circle and then come back to some stillness. You're going to reset the gaze forward, and I invite you to flutter the eyes open. You're going to roll the shoulders. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, down, and around. Feel them high by the ears. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as they roll down the back. Again, maybe some snap, crackle, and popping happening up in here. That's okay. Right? Especially if you sit a lot, if you drive a lot, right? You'll feel that tension there because you got to sit certain ways. It just happens. Change direction, squeeze behind you, roll up and forward. Yeah. All right, so getting into all the space. And if you feel like you can't hold it tight and still, that's fine. Your spine will move, your chest will move, that's okay. And come back to the stillness and release those shoulders down away from the ears, right? We're going to send the crown of the head to the right. Right hand's going to come on top of the left temple to give a little bit of pressure here. If it hurts, you went too far. I didn't ask you to do that. That's it. Be careful. One more breath. And release. Send the head up. Opposite side all the way over. Left hand on top of the right temple. You're going to notice one side is tighter. That just means you lean the other way more. That's really it. One more breath, and we can release. Now, I would like you to slide a little bit forward. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Those sides of the neck, they get tight. Slide a little bit forward on your chair so you're not all the way back, mostly to get the hips off of these bars here, but we'll give ourselves a little bit of space. Bring the hands to the knees. And we're thinking about rolling the chest forward. Pressing forward with the hips, pressing forward with the belly, pressing forward with the chest, open the heart, lift the gaze, inhale. Exhale, we round the spine, tuck the chin, tuck with the hips in the same way. Shoulders like they're trying to touch in front of you. Inhale and forward. Exhale it back. This is your seated cat-cow. Keep going with your breath. Inhale, roll it forward. Think about pressing forward as much as you can, getting as much of your back moving. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin in. Think about squeezing those shoulders in front of you. We're going to take about 30 more seconds of this. I fully believe if everybody did 2 minutes of this in their morning, they'd have a better day every single day. And we're going to add in a bit of a slide to this, right? So think about pressing your body around in a nice big circle. Forward, back, all the way around. Imagine there was like a little ball right in the pit of your stomach and you're trying to make circles around that with your spine. Slide forward, back. And then change direction. Roll the whole opposite way. In and out, same ideas. We're tucking the spine, we're tucking the hips, moving the spine, everything is rotating it. Beautiful. When you're ready, come back to some stillness. Nice and tall. Alright, now, I guess I don't need much more of this now, because we're going to bring our attention more to our feet. So, again, press forward a little bit. Right? So lift up the toes, wiggle them, try to see how much you can move each individual toe forward and back, up and down, and then rolling forward, lift up the heels. You'll feel the calves get engaged a little bit here, and you're pressing down into the mat, and we're going to roll it back down, 1 foot at a time. Focus on just the right foot, lift those right toes. And then same thing, keep them lifted, try to press through to lift up the heel. Again, calf super engaged here. Roll it down, roll side to side in the ankle. And you might notice you feel some tightness down the shin. You might notice that you feel like my ankle's a little on the stiffer side. That's okay. Come back to some stillness here. Now we're gonna be focused right on the ball of that foot, right? Rotating around in a circle. Letting the ball of the foot rest. And this can be super slow. It doesn't have to be fast at all. Giving yourself just the space. Change directions, roll the opposite way. Anything we do in yoga and in life, honestly, try to do both sides, both directions, find the way, because it'll strengthen the side that's weaker, that this doesn't naturally happen for. And then come back to the stillness. We're going to rest that side. Opposite side here, one more time. Lift those toes and feel the wiggle. Welcome. Right? And then keeping it flexed, roll it forward. So you're lifting that heel up and you feel that engagement all the way up through the calf, almost to the knee. Right? Then same thing, we roll it around, we're making circles, we're rocking side to side. We're getting into all the little spaces and places. And if you feel, you might not hear it as much as you heard it in your shoulder, but you feel the snap, crackle, pop happening down in the ankles, right? That is, again, expected, right? The way our shoes either do or don't support us, either way, causes certain things to happen. I'm just gonna stop this one anyway. Bring it down. Thank you. Okay. Coming back to some stillness here, rolling all the way forward, all the way back. I want to step out. So now if you want to slide back, you can slide back to get a little bit more support. Step out with that right foot so the heel is extended. And then think about pulling the whole foot up towards you, right? So now you feel that engagement all the way down the leg, right? If you're down for a little more work, especially when you have a little more space at home and all that stuff, you can go all the way out off the chair. I'm not asking you to do that right now, based on our setting. really, right? But extending through, and then press the toes forward. Feel that, the flex and the point. If you were a dancer in your childhood or like took dance classes, you're used to that point and flex type of situation, right? So we're just activating there. You'll feel that all the way up through the hip. Welcome. All the way up through the hip to get a little more work happening here. And again, just the one side. Allow yourself to kind of rest and support on the other side, right? Bring it back. Opposite side. And I'm taking a little bit of shift forward. If it feels good where you are, great. But extending out, same thing here. We point and we flex. Feel that length down the leg. When you flex, think about feeling it all the way up. You don't feel some activation happening in this shit. You feel it, right? And yeah, you can come off the ground if that gives you a little more space. That's cool. If you want to rest the heel, that also works, right? We're just working all the way up into the calf. And then come back, bringing it in. What I want to do is step a little wider. So you're going to step all the way to the edges of your mat. And we're going to bring your hands back behind you onto that chair. Twist both sides. Twist all the way to the right. Pointing your knees to the right. Your left hip is going to come forward. Your right, everything's coming down this way. And then bring it back. We're coming to the opposite side. Take your time, sliding through. And then you'll feel yourself pressing into the edges of the foot as well. Allow the weight to be down in that space. We're going to take that a few more times at your pace. You'll feel that all the way through the hips. Start to open up here. Slide it through. Take your time. Right? And wherever you notice, like, oh, that kind of hurts, you just need to do it a little more. That's really it. If it really hurts, you went too far. Like, relax. You don't have to go that far. But if it's like, I could use more, your body is telling you exactly that. That's all. And it's good. And take one more full round here. Bring it all the way back. And then bring it back to center. You're going to bring those feet back in, but we're going to rotate our feet out to the side. Well, actually, we really only need to do one side at a time, right? So if it feels like this is a lot, it kind of is. You can do just one side at a time. So starting with that right foot, we're rotating and we're rotating and we're rotating. How far can you take that out and then take it back in? It's like a little sundial, but with your foot, right? Rotate it out. Feel the work happening in the ankle, in the muscles that support the ankle and the shin, and bring it back. Again, like your heel is the axis and you're just kind of rotating it around. Again, you'll feel that work happen all the way up to the quad. You can, right? And if you're like, well, my foot doesn't go that far, it doesn't, it's okay. That's not a big deal, right? Taking it to the max that you have is more important than trying to do it like somebody else. You don't have their feet. That's it. And bring it back. We're going to switch to the other side. Finish that one all the way in and then reset it forward. Take a little circle around as well just to release that if that felt like a lot of work. And bring it back down. Opposite side when you're ready. Same thing. We take it out, rotate it out, and then rotate it back in. You may notice like, oh, it's easier on my right side or my left side, whichever one it is. That's just your dominant side. That's the side you usually take your steps forward with. That's the side that you do stuff with, especially if you drive. Like we do everything, right, with our driving foot, and then the other foot's just kind of there. So, you know, it's not like it gets as much work. Yeah, you know, it's a little less work out there. True. Right, and then and the overall, just the big circles are a reset, right? So circles in anything are a reset, right? So if you feel tight in the hands, if you feel tight in the shoulders, like anything, the circles are going to be a reset. Right, so finish that last round there. So bring it forward and then pick the foot up. take those circles, just kind of activating or releasing, from
No, honey, leave it, please.
intentional
You're
work
perfectly fine right there. I promise.
of doing this. Back down. All right. So now one more time, I do want you to slide forward because we're intentionally putting weight down into our feet, right? So slide forward until you feel really flat and solid, like you could, maybe if you had something here, but you could just stand up, right? Like that's how far forward you should be. So here, we want to bring the hands to the knees and intentionally lean down into the legs, into the feet, and then try to lift the toes, right? So we're giving ourselves resistance, but nothing else, right? Try not to lift the rest of the foot, just the toes. Bring those back down. Release out of the hands a little bit, right? So we're not pressing down so far, but feel the connection and lift the heels all the way up. We're gonna go back and forth, rock back and forth like that a few times. Roll it in and forward to lift those toes. Lower the toes, roll it, lift it, send it back, right? If you're pressing down, you can't lift those heels because you're fighting yourself. But if you're a person you're trying to strength train, you can do that, right? Give yourself a little bit more resistance there. But allow the core to kind of hold you as you go back and forth. This is where, even though it's feet, it becomes more full body. Okay. Roll it back, roll it forward. Getting in that space. The last one here, lift those heels. Feel yourself lean back a little bit more. How much can you engage the core in this space? And then reset it back flat. Right? So having this cross, both hands on that knee, gentle press down. You'll feel that in the hip. Oh yeah,
Oh man, you're so mean.
Again, if it hurts, you took it too far. Bring it back a little, that's okay. But yes, you should feel that hip, through the calf. Right? From here, keep your right hand here, left hand slides down to the foot. So we're just supporting. Stretch it across. Can you press your toes down towards your body? Right? So now you're getting that stretch all the way down to the shin. This is something, if you're a person that sits at a desk for whatever reason, this is a good, okay, I need to open up a little bit. Take a couple minutes. Cross it across your figure four. That's what this is, right? Make a little four. Both our legs here. Same thing here. We're going to take the hand to the bottom of the foot, press it back, pull those toes in towards the body. That feel that flexion down. You feel it a little more under instead of across the top. And we're going to go back and forth again a couple more times. Press into it. You can even take your thumb to the bridge of your foot here and give a little bit of massage. Not quite the same support you get from April when you sit in the chair, but a little something for the feet here. And then same thing, put that thumb on the top to kind of support you, to pull it back, right? But if that feels too intense, don't do it. That's it. Like, don't do things that hurt you. That's really it. One more full round here, and then we're gonna switch sides. Any questions? Anything?
This is such a good energy.
Okay. Yeah. Good. I am glad.
Already when we got started.
Yes. Perfect. You can release that. We're gonna bring that foot down gently. And then swish back and forth on this side because you'll feel that in that hip, right? Just 10 seconds here. And then we'll switch sides. Bring it back. Now this leg needs to be nice and solid. We're going to reach, bring it up, bring it across. You're going to notice, again, one side is tighter than the other. That's just how that works. Both hands here, gentle press down. And then if you have knee sensitivities, be aware of that. That left side usually gives people like, oh, I don't do anything on this side, huh? No, probably not. And that's okay. As you press, you might want to give it a little rock. And then when you're ready, slide that foot down, the hand down to the foot. Same thing, stretch it nice and long across the top. Feel the opening here. Feel that, like the tension that you're creating. And then same thing here. Pull it back. Pull those toes back towards the knee, in towards the
body. See? Seated yoga. It's still kind of intense, but come on in. Same option here to bring that thumb to the bottom, to press in, give you that support, pull it back. Again, if the thumb feels too intense, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. And then bring it back. Opposite side. Pull it in. Right, we're just flexing and pointing like we did on the floor, but this level of intensity, like, it changes it. Pull that back. I know you might want to massage it a little bit. Absolutely. Right, do what feels good. Last round. Pull it. Feel that length across. And then bring it back in. I also want to offer you the option of, while you're in this position, if you wanted to massage into the calf, because you have it so close to you, you'll be able to get into that a little bit. Press the thumbs into the muscles here, right? Which we didn't do on the other side. I forgot about it, but I wanted to make sure you have this as an option, especially if you come back to the corner and get to see it. You can do it on both sides, obviously. Come back as still as we can. Release here down, and then same thing, right? In and out with that knee. That gets you into the ankle and gets you into the hip. I just wanted to make sure. I'm going to do everything I was going to do.
It's like daylight savings time.
Yeah. And come back to some stillness here. And we're just going to take a few more circles, right? So I want you to think about making circles in everything. And that's why I said it's a reset. A circle is a reset for the body. We're going to take our right foot, roll it around. Oh, I heard that crack. And change directions, roll the opposite way.
What do you do?
And bring it back down, opposite side, lift the foot up a little bit, make the circles, roll it around. I don't know if you heard my toes crack too, right? Like, it's just and sometimes you just crack. Like, sometimes there's just nothing to do about it. It's not, it's like the way your bones are set or whatever. It's not like, oh, I'm so tight. And that's proof. You can bring that back down. I want you to think about, one more time, slide forward to give yourself a little bit of space. We're going up and over, right? So just up and back. Here, you might get a little hip hop happening up in there. Again, super normal, super expected. If we were taking this on the floor, we might do it on our backs to make circles that way, you know? If you feel like you have the strength here, this is a little hard, but you might want to make like the full circle here, but that's work in the body. You feel the difference in the work, right? Yeah. So if it doesn't feel like, I want to do that, you don't have to do it. You can just come back and forth. It's very similar in the work that it does. When you're ready, come back. Some stillness, settle it down, opposite side. Same thing, you can bring it in and out. You can make your circles going up and around if that circle feels good. And if the circle, again, feels like, that's a lot of work in that quad, it is. So, it may be what you want to do, may not be what you want to do. But either way, that back and forth is enough to get into that. And come back to some stillness here. We're taking it to our circles that we did already in our upper body, right? Right, so coming back to some stillness, crown of the head, all the way up to the sky. Open up the arms. You can hug your neighbor a little bit, show them a little love, that's fine. You know, this is a community day. And then give yourself a nice big hug. Try to stack your elbows. That may not happen, that's not a big deal. But wrapping around, reaching for your shoulder blades in the back here. Inhale, lift it up like you're trying to point your elbows up to the sky. Exhale, hug it down and in like you're trying to touch your belly button. Neither one of those things can happen. Just an image, right? One more time, up and down, exhale.
Bring it back to center. And you can release. We're going to send it out. Opposite hug. Opposite arm on top. That one's going to feel weird. Right? Right. And if you're like, did I just do this? It doesn't feel right. It's not. That's just how that works. It's not. Wrap it around. Same thing here. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Reset. Back to center. And open it up one more time wide. We're going to send the hands up to the sky. Bend in your right elbow. Left hand's going to come on top of that right elbow. Feel that all down here? Uh-huh. Maybe you press a little harder. Maybe you spread the fingers wider. And yes, that natural lean that you want to do, that's exactly it. If you want to get into this space, if that is a space where you're like, Seisha, you're crazy, come back. That's fine. You don't have to be down there. One more breath here. And release up. Opposite side. Bend in the left. Right hand comes on top. Spread the fingers wide in the back. Open the chest. And then if you want to take that lean to deepen, take the lean. But it's optional. Beautiful. Bring it back. Release those hands up. And then we're going to bring them back down to the lap. You might feel a little looser right a bit here, hopefully. I'm going to invite you one more time to bring the eyes to a close. We're just round into close. Think about inhaling from the tips of your toes, bottom of the feet, all the way up to the crown of the head. Exhale, crown of the head all the way down to the bottom of the feet. Release it. As we inhale from the bottom of our feet, we're filling up all the way, taking in all the great energy we've created in this space. As we exhale, we're releasing everything that is not that, everything that will not serve us moving forward, anything that feels like pain or stress, we're letting go. Inhale it up. Keep going with your breath. Exhale, empty out. One more time, full body inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Bring the hands to prayer underneath the chin. Exhale.